I think happiness is a state of mind. So, so a lot of people, they try to seek happiness, but then I think you need to understand that you have to be happy with what you have, and you try to make the best out of the things that you have, and then you can be happy. Okay, in regards to freedom, it means practicing what you want to do, and then, no, I mean, of course, you need to be disciplined. You need to have a morals. That's very important. So, principle of behavior, ethics. So, if you stay within your principles and then follow your life and do things what you want to do, I think basically, yeah, that's when you actually feel free. Yeah, I mean, you know, especially in Nepali society, we've got the parents are very controlling, and then they want you to do things that they actually have in mind for you. But then for me, it's more like if you've got a dream, you've got to chase it, and you've got to follow it. So yeah, a freedom to practice what you want to do. Of course, it has to be something that's good for yourself. And for me, I'm very much compassionate, so it's about giving back to the community, doing something for other people. So yeah, basically I would like to practice myself in regards to freedom. In regards to life advice, I think, like, you know, when I studied and I did my master's from the UK, and I had a job with the American Embassy's club as an event and admin manager. It was a respectful job, and then my parents and my family was like, oh, no way, you cannot leave that job to open a coffee shop, especially in a country like Nepal, you know. And then so what I tell people is you should follow your heart, and then if you have a dream, you should definitely chase it, you know. And you cannot have success overnight. It's about giving, it's about being consistent, it's about giving your 100% effort, and result will come, you know. So what I would say is you cannot, like, you can fail, but you cannot give up, you know. In the process of, normally when we go to school, they teach us that the success curve is a straight line, but then it's not. There will be a lot of challenges and hurdles, but then you need to believe in yourself and work hard, you know, and then definitely at one point of time you will actually achieve it. So what I personally believe is, especially in developing countries, so most of the countries, people are very much money oriented, right? And then I think people should actually think about other people, and then be able to give back to the community, to be able to look after other people would make more sense to me rather than just running after money. Yeah, so not a very capitalist ideologies that I believe in, but then so again I come back to the point where I talked about morals and ethics. So for me, having a strong principle of behavior is very important. Yeah. And it would be nice, it would be a wonderful place to live in if people would be compassionate and would actually think about other people, and, you know, believe in giving back to the community. Equality, that's what we talk about, right? And I run a coffee shop in Kathmandu right now. It's called Momo palpasa coffee. I've had it for almost 13 months, and yeah, I'm working on a few more other projects. It's going good so far. So basically, we've had this cafe for 13 months, and we've got certain social aspects attached to it. So that is, for every hot drinks that you drink, 5 rupees of that money is donated to Snowyak Foundation, which helps education in Upper Dolpa. So we are more of a social enterprise that is run by me and Tara. So and apart from that, Tara has 5 kids that she sponsors. And then what we do is we bring students here who've never worked before in their life, We give them training. We teach them how to make coffee. We teach them how to make food, momos. And then what we strongly believe is, if an experienced person, if there's someone who has skills in themselves, it's easier for them to find job. But who's going to give skills and job to people who've never worked before? So for us, it's about training that group of young kids who would rather get into drugs if they don't find a job, or someone who might choose to go to Middle East to work, where the life condition is horrible. A lot of Nepalese people, they immigrate to Middle East to work, but then we don't want that. We want them to stay here and work. So that's why we are trying to make this cafe a platform where if someone comes to us and says they've never worked before, or if they have a right attitude, we actually teach them. So that's one of our motto, like one of our main aim from this coffee shop is to actually train people and then give them skills. And we are also working on a new travel platform called I Experience Local. There also we want to connect students with travelers. So we are training students, teaching them how to communicate, teaching them how to speak to people. And then in the long run, we want to connect students with travelers so that actually they have a platform, they can actually make money and they don't have to go to Middle East to work, which is one of the biggest issue in Nepal. Like a lot of young population are going abroad to work, and I think a country can be developed if the locals and if the students and if the workforce from Nepal or from that country choose to live in their country and do something here. So we are trying to do our best from our point of view. Let's see how far we can go. And that again connects back to the humanity question, where like what we believed and what dream we saw. If every other person can actually implement a bit in their life, definitely there will be a better change. So this is a book by my partner. She normally writes poetry, and we both are very compassionate, and we believe in, like as I said earlier, we believe in giving back to the community, and we've got 5 kids that we look after. So 40% of the total sales from this book actually goes to for that cause, and then we keep that money aside for the kids. So if you guys want to do something, you don't need to have a lot of money to be compassionate. I have 2 reasons to put across. One is if you see some issues with someone and want to help them, you can do it yourself. If you write or if you make bags or if you do something, you can create that and start selling and doing it yourself. And if you would like to support us, you can buy the book. We'll be uploading it soon on Amazon. Yeah, that's it, guys. This is a poetry book. So, small acts like these actually can make a huge difference. And if you want to support us, you can always buy this book on Amazon, and we'll put the link on this video. And if you guys see some issues or some problem within your community, I think this will be a perfect way of moving forward. You can create a platform like this. This is what we strongly believe in, and you can also do it, guys. Thank you.